Hello, fellow NEETs. Have you really ever struggled with drawing environments with emotion? I know it's kind of weird to say, but environments can have an emotion. Like, have you ever seen a cheerful crowd? It makes you think happy things. A rainy day, it makes you think sad things. Or an old abandoned house makes you feel scared or creeped out. It's hard to really make a formula of what is and what isn't a certain emotion in an environment. That's something I'm going to try to explain how at least I approach it in this video. There's no one answer, and I think for my approach at least is when you think of what thing you should think of an environment as, like what feeling, you need to think of it almost like it's from an outsider's perspective, like you're an outsider looking in, almost like for example, without context, if you'd never seen the environment before, how does it make you feel? Like a rainy day, an abandoned building. It's like you have to be from the outside, kind of looking into what people are doing. And I think thinking of it in that way, you can maybe get a little bit of a better sense of what an environment could feel like and have a better time portraying it to the viewer. I know it sounds a little bit weird, so maybe I can just show you a little bit of what I can do and some advice I would give. So let's get started. So I'm gonna first start with trying to draw this area here because honestly, it's unbelievably creepy. And I don't know why, I don't know how, it just looks like that for some reason. I don't know why. It's something about it. So the first thing you'd want to do with any kind of drawing is you'd start with the outline. But since this scene is a little bit creepy, you want to make sure your lines aren't the most defined. I find this is the case where a lot of people go wrong, where people think that the way to get a good drawing is everything needs to be perfect and defined in every way, but sometimes emotions don't care about perfection. Nothing is perfect, and when you're trying to sketch an emotion, you need to go with more with your emotions rather than trying to be accurate. So what I like to do is I like to make sure that my outlines are not perfect, and I actually make them purposefully scratchy, because the more you define it, the less scary or creepy it feels. It feels too clear. It's like in the dark. One of the reasons why the darkness is so creepy is because it's hard to see. Like, it's hard to define anything in it. And something could be like lurking there, but you wouldn't know it. That's what makes it scary. Yeah, so I just draw the lines in and then I move on to the next step, which is drop shadows. So for drop shadows, I think for a good horror scene, they always needs to be like a point of light and drop shadows. Something about the drop shadows just defining the shapes of the thing, and I think they need to be dark. Your drop shadows need to be quite dark to get the vibe right, and when you color in the shadows, they need some indecisiveness. Just like the lines, the drop shadows as well, there needs to be a theme of indecisiveness with your artwork. again, just being too defined with it is not a super good benefit here. It's not going to get your emotions through, which is what we're going for in this drawing. And I think it's just when there is the drop shadow there, it adds like darkness or something lurking there, something out of the ordinary, or just weird, I guess. I don't know how to describe it, but I know a lot of horror artists, they tend to draw that kind of thing, and it does work, really. And the last thing we need to do is just the overall texture. The texture of the couch, for example, the texture of the chairs. There's, again, this indecisiveness where everything's kind of scratchy. I like to go in and add sort of scratch lines onto everything to make it not feel too comfortable. There needs to be a lack of uniformity, because if it's too uniform, the lines, then it starts to become too predictable. And something about the scratchiness gives you a little bit of that anxiety, which gives a bit of that creepy vibe to it. So I think that's definitely a good way to go about it. I like to just start drawing in lines and just seeing where they go. I don't care about the neatness of the lines. I just care if the area is dark and that there's lines there. So I just scribble, just keep scribbling. So this is the final artwork I came up with. So you can see it's pretty scratchy. It's a little bit, wait. What is this in my... Wait. I hear something. Guys, I think there's something here. I think there's something here. Like, I don't know what it is. There's something following me. I don't know what it is. Could be. I don't know what I do. I don't know what I did to deserve this. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Is it still there? Oh shit. No!